So all of you guys ready? Let's start the session. All of you ready, na? Fine. Now, today we have to study the applications of the Python programming with the machine learning approach. How to start with this? To resolve the particular machine learning problem, basically two types of problem available in the machine learning cases. First one you can consider is the supervised, and second one is unsupervised learning. Two possibilities. First one, if case one. Two cases I am going to share with you. First one is that if petrol price increase almost all price increases. So this is the normal case. If you think in normal situations, if petrol price increases like bus fare, cab fare, and all the necessary things price are going to increase in a rapidly manner. So what about the graphical representations of the particular data? So for this particular case, you can consider your graph like this. This is a normal graph, and this is like this. So this is a normal exponential graph. This is for the case one. And what about the case two? For the case two, you can consider I have a two table. This is my case two, and two tables is there. Two tables in terms. So just I'm going to explain you. This is very actually interesting case. So just I'm going to create a table here. So this is study, and this is our fail for 1 hour study, pass for 2 hour study, again fail for 3 hour study, pass for 4 hour study. So is it possible to make this kind of segregations? Anywhere anyone mentioned that if you study 2 hour you will pass, if you study 1 hour that is difficult for you to pass, so you will become fail. So all these are the equations. It can be considered as a non-continuous spectrum. There is no as such fixed of the methods available. So two kinds of regressions available. Just recall your class 12 mathematics. Just recall your class 12 mathematics, and you have to know something different here using the Python programming, which is very easy and very interesting. So mainly two kinds of programming available. First one is the linear regression, and an additional is the logistic regressions. So how to work with the linear model first? So just I'm moving towards my practical session. So I'm requesting all of you, please open the Google Notebook first. So this is my Google Notebook, and as usual our previous steps, we have to import numerical Python as numpy, import pandas as pd, import matplotlib.pyplot as a plt, and import cborn as sns. So just I'm going to execute the code first. So after executions of this code, how to work with this machine learning algorithm like linear regressions, logistic regressions. Today we have to cover the linear regressions, which is very helpful for the machine learning problem to work on the practice with the machine learning. If you have started thinking that this is too much complexity of the coding and all, no, this is not too much coding available. We have to use one special library to resolve this kind of machine learning problem, that is called sklearn library, is used to resolve the machine learning problems securely. Means it can be used for the linear regression, and second one is for the logistic regression. So two possibilities are there. We have to use the linear regressions as well as the logistic regressions, but today we are going to cover first linear topic. Fine. So how to use this sklearn? To learn this process, there are some testing dataset which is the real dataset available with the sklearn library which we have to import. So how to work with the sklearn first? First you have to know related to basically this sklearn is known as the scikit-learn library. Full form is the scikit-learn library used for Python learning modules. And second note will be like that: to work with this library, you have to import first, and you can do some practice with built-in dataset. So now we are moving towards the practical orientation. So how to work with the sklearn first? First you have to import. How to import the sklearn from sklearn import datasets. First you have to import the sklearn preloaded datasets available. So all these are the necessary options available, and let's try to find out the working opportunity with sklearn, what they are providing and not. So anyone have any doubts, sir? Anyone have any doubt? No. So now just I'm typing datasets. Just see, all these are the package available with the sklearn. So there is one famous package available, that is the housing price calculations. So this is your fast machine learning repository best practice which we are working with for the supervised learning. So you must know that we have to learn the key concept and the working principle behind the linear regressions. So our tasking for the is that already we imported the sklearn, and we are going to provide you a short descriptions about our project, that we have to learn the key concept and working principle behind the linear regression. So it is considered as a supervised learning step by step. So we have lots of data sets available, and I am going to open the respective data set. So how to work with the data set first? First you have to import the data set from the sklearn library. So how to import the respective data set? So this is my Boston housing, one of the famous city, and there are lots of housing factors are available when people are going to dealing with the housing price. Like if you are going to purchase a flat, so what are the key features you have to take? Area, populations, then the area connectivity, water and electricity supply, then the taxes areas and number of populations and the growth of the populations. So number of x number, y number of features are available before going to select the price of the respective house. So how to work with this? So I am creating a variable name because of the name of the Boston dataset, that is a BH. This is a variable name, and how to load this? That is datasets dot load underscore Boston. So just I'm going to load the dataset first. So those are doing the practical with me, please follow the chat, sir. Already I shared with you. So this is my first process. So we are going to use what the meaning of the command, that is we are loading the Boston dataset from sklearn. So after executions of these steps, what you have to do, that is Boston dataset essentially a dictionary. It's not in form of the properly structured. So you can take this Boston. Basically, all the data sets are available in form of a dictionary. So Boston dataset is essentially a dictionaries. So let's check the keys. How to check the keys? About the keys, how to check with this? Now for the dictionary, that is bh.keys. So it will gives you the number keys. So just see data, target, feature name, descriptions, file name, but you have to make it relevant for the machine learning practice. So how to work with this? So in the particular things, we have to change all the necessary details. Then we have to call the pandas and all. Then you will realize all the important things. Now we are going to provide you some technique how to work with the respective data sets once again. So now we are starting this one. Just a minute, sir. Okay, fine. So now after executions of this, what you have to know, you have to check the status of any one for the feature name. Then you can consider for the descriptions, file name, data, target, everything. So let's try to find out some key features. Like if I ask to print a print, then let us check the current status of the respective descriptions. Only the descriptions is the key features. Using the descriptions only will be able to get the information about the respective data. Fine, and I'm going to take it inside the bracket. So what you can expect with the print descriptions means if you type the print descriptions, let's see, it's showing you something different. And if I'm going to add with the respective BH which I loaded here with the name of the table, it will provide you the information about the entire data set. So just I'm going to request, please check the details. There are some key factors available. What are the key factors? First one is the CRIM. It stands for the crime rate by town. Second one is showing you the proportion of the residential land zone. Then non-residential business areas. Then you can consider the age of the building, then the latitude, longitude, number of tax. So all these are the number of features available. So if you are working with a real life data, you have to face number of key features. But main machine learning challenge is that you have to divide the data. You have to divide the data in two formats. First one is a x-axis, second one is a y-axis. But in a normal cases, whenever we are going to plot a graph, we supposed to use less data in y-axis. So from all the necessary informations, are we able to provide with the solutions? Which one will be take place in y-axis? Anyone, sir? Any idea? So main tasking is that whenever you are going to proceed with the machine learning approach, you have to find out the key element from the respective columns. Assume you have a data set which containing more than one column, but you have to find out the single column. You have to find out the single column which will be in your y-axis. So if you think about all the necessary details available, number of key factors available, age, tax, crime rate, all these are the things. But what about the important part? Anyone can say for this housing price calculations, what are the key factors? Anyone? Anyone have any idea? Key factor is price of the house. If you think about a crime rate is suitable, sorry, age of the house, location of the house, tax, all these are the secondary part. But main key factor is that price should be inside your pocket. If your price is out of your pocket, then you won't be able to purchase not a single house. This is a real life case study. आपको जो ही फ्लैट परचेस करना है, जहां पे जाकर आपको हाउस परचेस करना है, प्राइस इज अ मेन पार्ट. प्राइस आपको सुटेबल होना चाहिए. चाहे आपको जितना ही फीचर्स हम लोग प्रोवाइड कर सके, वो अलाउड नहीं है क्योंकि वो आपके लिए सुटेबल नहीं हो रहा है. सो in this particular case, you can consider this one as a y-axis, and rest all the elements can be considered in the x-axis, because if you gather the x-axis and y-axis simultaneously, your graph will not create any visibility. So now we are going to take some, just see, this is the official machine learning repository is available, and I am sharing with you the link where you can find that those are the eminent professors are working with the particular data set to find out the, and this is the statistical library which is available by the respective eminent educators, so where you can do your own practice, and those are the famous educators still now working on this kind of practices. So now we are going to practice the same here. So how to work with this? First, you have to find out the key features. So BH dot feature names. First, let's try to find out the feature name first. So all these are the feature names available, and all these are data types. U17 means unified 17. It's a format. This particular style of the writing is the U17 format. If you, it's a normal format. If you type in a notepad, you can see the same problem. But main tasking is that now we have to create the pandas, because all this is the structure is not in a format in a structured way. So we have to make it properly structured before going to start the machine learning approach. So just already I imported pandas before going to start the sessions, and we are taking a variable name, that is df dot pd dot. We have to use the pf dot data frame. Then what is the data source, sir? Anyone can say, that is bh dot data. Then place a comma, and what you need, sir? You need a column as well as index. So these two are the very important portions. So how to create this, sir? So just data equal to bh dot data, then place comma and type columns equal to, what is the column name? So this is my column name. All the features will be inside my columns. So just type columns feature underscore names, and just, so this one can be considered as, let's create a pandas data frame with features as column name. So now, and add price to another columns. So how to proceed with this, sir? So this is the main things. And after executions of the steps, what you have to prepare, we have to prepare the y-axis also, because my y-axis is not prepared. So I am taking my price here. Sorry, sir, this will be the single quote. Price equal to bh dot target. And now see the df first. Now see the awesome output is available, and those are seeing the trouble with the coding. So just follow my code. Already I shared with you in chat. Fine. So this is the entire line. So using the pandas, first we have to make it properly structured. Then we can do our operations. Now see, it's the well structure. The previous options, we have like this. All these are like this way. After the now it's providing you the suitable structure. But what about the price? Price available in still merged with all the data. But already I told you which one, sir. You just tell me which one I told you. So price should be my y-axis. So this is the main and challenging part. From all the elements, you have to find out the suitable one. Which one will going to take places for the y-axis. So obviously price is considering in the y-axis, because price is the key factor from the all the elements or all the columns. Price is the main and primary and the very important portion. So now if I ask you to find out some information about the data sets, so what is the command? So df was my data set. So df dot info. So it's providing you the information about data set. So let's try. So what are the columns available? So all these are available columns. Now you can work with all the data because just you imported the pandas data frame to make it properly structured. And what about the secondary options? After executions of the informations about the dataset, what you have to move, sir? Anyone can say? Still now, anyone have any doubts, sir? If I ask you to find out the descriptions, just last class we covered the description sessions. So how to get the descriptions? No problem. You can do this. That is df dot describe. Df dot describe because this is my variable and you can any variable. So this is all the containing the descriptions about the data set. Means which is providing you the options set, standard deviations, mean, median, mode. So in the NumPy cases, we are supposed to use all the things. But my dataset is now prepared to do the respective operations. Before going to start any kind of machine learning model, you have to start with the EDA. What is the meaning of EDA? First class we delivered the EDA. That is exploratory data analysis. Fine. So we work with the EDA first. So how to work with EDA? So let me explain you this one. First, we have to work with EDA, that is exploratory data analysis. So how to start with this EDA? EDA means a graphical representation. So now I'm going to create plt.hist. I would like to create a histogram. Already you know how to create the histogram. So df and just take a name, that is price, and just a minute, so I supposed to use the price in not case. Just a minute, let me check you the price. So is in caps. Okay, fine. So now P should be in caps. And secondly, I will create the beans. Already I told you the meaning of the beans. Beans stand for the interval. So let's take a bean 50, 40. Fine. So this is my beans. So my bean size will be 40. And now I would like to create a normal graphical representation based on a graph set. Now all graphs are available. So this is my bean. So all the values are available with the respective data, and it's showing you the respective graphical representations for the EDA. Fine. So after getting the okay, fine. Someone asking for the code. Yes, sir. Sure, sir. You just follow this one. So this is the EDA first part, and after executions of the graphic representations, it's showing you some pricing structure of the respective data sets. So it started providing you the respective solutions. And not only this, sir, if I ask you to create a interrelations, what about the interrelations for the SNS? Means C bond we have to use. So how to create the C bond? Anyone said how to create C bond? For the C bond we have to use the pair plot opportunity, which will create a interlinked relation. So how to create the interlinked relation, sir? Means crime rate versus number of room versus age of the house versus lower status of the populations. Then you can consider is the 5 employment status. So all these are the interlinks. Means let's try to create a graphical representation of the C-bond functionalities. So how to create this, sir? For the C-bond functionality, you can consider like this. Yes. For the C-bond functionalities, so let us show you once again the number of key points. So just I am going to copy this one, all the things which is available. Just make a copy of this line, and how to use the C-bond functionality with real life cases. So just I am getting a pair plot. So SNS dot pair plot, SNS dot pair plot, which is the safest options, and inside the bracket just type df and place all the things, and what you have to do, all these things should be inside the code set. So no problem, you just place a comma and going to add this one with the respective code. So no need to type, and if you normal make it copy paste, there is less possibility to do the spelling mistake. So just I am going to changing this one, place comma, sir, then make it inside the quote. Let's comma once again. And I'm editing this one by one. So just I'm editing this. Basically, you have taken too much things actually. So you can take already we have taken too much options. So okay, fine. Let's try with this one first. First, let us check the column. Okay. So this is separate. So now apply the additionals. Just a minute. Let me check the column name first. So this column is not required, so you can remove this one. It will not required actually. I don't need any kind of statistics of the longitude latitude. Not required. So this one should be closed, and let's try to find out the graphical representation data. Sorry, sir. Let me check the once again. So now let's try to create the correlational values. So how to create the correlational values? This correlational values can be performed quite easy. So just make a copy and paste here. And what about the correlational concept? That is a SNS dot. Already you did this. That is SNS dot hit tab. Then place a bracket. Then you have to find out which ones are dot .corr. So it should be inside this one, and I'm going to put the values. So just place this one. Annotate will be true. So just my previous classes similar options. So my annotations will be true. So in case of the normal cases, and you have to take it dot here. And now let's try to find out the correlational values. Great, sir. So this is the safest option. Is there any doubt, sir? So without the annotations, you will get the normal synchronizations options, but this is the safest and the suitable way to find out the correlation. So this is the EDA. Already we are aware about this. So after executions of the EDA, what you have to know? You have to start with the using of the scikit-learn libraries. So now from this step onward, this is the first steps. You have to cover the exploratory data analysis, and after executions of the exploratory data analysis, what you have to start? You have to work with the model creations. Now we have to use the machine learning model. This is very easy. Whatever you studies in class 12, sir, for this class 12 study is very difficult in that time with the mathematical calculations. But after the student stations, you will realize how powerful is it to using the respective options. So now try. Just we are going to start the machine learning model creations. How to create first? Now we are starting the machine learning model. How to create this? We have to create two options. Let's divide data into two parts. First one is X. Obviously, second part is. So how to create this, sir? This is the main feature. So what is your data containing by the x-axis? X-axis should contain, that will contain the selected features. And what about the y? Will be target values. Here, which one is the target value? Price. Because price will be in my y-axis. So how to create this one? To create this one, first let's try to divide one by one, sir. This is very interesting and very easy. So how to create this one? Anyone have any idea how to work with this? So now we are going to create this one quite easy. First, capital X. Always remember, for the conventional machine learning as well as the data science, X will be in form of a cap X equal to. Just take the variable name, that is normal DF, double bracket, and already you copied this one. So just I am going to copy this one, except the price. So just close it. Now, so this is the options which we have to study. So this one is specially so crime rate, zone, room age, normal number of room, and the lower statistics populations, and the normal center for the employment. All these are in a separate columns. And what about the Y? So Y should be containing the only one option, that is DF inside quote normal price. So this is a segregation. So already we've done this. So first you have to divide the data, and this is the main challenge. From all the, it can be the 100 columns, 200 columns, but you have to find out the key features. Which one is a key factor? So now what you have to do, sir, after executions of this is a very challenging and very interesting, because machine learning won't be able to provide you the respective data. So how to work with the respective data? There are too much data. To do the machine learning model calculations, you have to do some respective calculations. How to do the calculations? You have to divide your X and Y in two subdivisions. So for the machine learning approach, what you have to learn, we have to divide this X and Y to two different subdivisions. Two different subdivisions. How to form this one? First one, X underscore test, X underscore trend, Y underscore test, Y underscore trend. This is a logical grouping. Again, I am repeating, that is, I have no authority to change, alter, or modify any data. But means we have to separate this X and Y in a virtual concept. X test, X trend, Y test, Y trend. From today, if you are starting your journey with the machine learning, whatever is, can be the linear regression, it can be the logistic regressions, it can be the KNN clustering, it can be the neighboring, number of things. For the ensemble learning, then the deep learning, TensorFlow, everywhere you have to divide the data into four subdivisions: X test, Y test, X trend, and Y trend. So this is the only one way. There is no other options across the globe. If you have a 500 data, if you have a 5 trillion data, process remain unchanged. Second, after executions of this X and Y, what we have to learn, sir? We have to work with the train data as well as the test data. Fine. In this particular data, normal DF, how many columns available? How many columns? So let's see the DF status currently. It's containing around 506 rows. So let's try to find out from the entire data 30% amount, 40% amount, 20% amount, few percent of the data to do the practice, and you have to match with the remaining portions whether your model is providing you the correct answer or not. So is there any doubt? No. Fine. So now what you have to learn, sir? First you have to do this X and Y test divisions. How to create this? You have to type from sklearn. Already you imported sklearn dot model underscore selection. No need to type, it automatically comes for the Google Collapse. So from sklearn dot model underscore selection, what you have to type? Import, then train test split. First you execute the code first. So first you have to make train test divisions. So follow the chat window, sir. This is a very interesting question. Yes, sir. So this is a train test split. After execution of the train test split, what you have to learn? You have to cover the topic for the divisions. So I am taking X train, comma, X test, Y train, comma, y test equal to what you have to learn. You have to learn the 10 test split. So no need to type train underscore test underscore split. Just line number 19 you execute it. Then you have to use just place a bracket. Then you have to type x, y. उसके अंदर में कौन सा लेना है सर? x and y को लेना है. Then आप जो टेस्ट डेटा सेट प्रिपेयर कर रहे हैं, आपके पास में तो 506 रोज है. आप तो पूरा लेकर प्रैक्टिस नहीं कर सकते. आपके पास तो डेटा अवेलेबल है. You have to create your own model to check whether your model selections is going in a proper way or not. So just type test underscore size equal to, just take few percent of the data. Assume I am taking 29%. This is not mandatory that you have to take 29%. You can take any number, but I personally suggest try to take the values in between 0 to 30% or 32%, 33%, not beyond this. Keep alive all the data above for the testing purpose with the small amount of data. अगर आपने 29% का डेटा का जो आउटपुट आपका आएगा, उसी के साथ में अगर 71% जो डेटा जो आपका अवेलेबल है, अगर दोनों का मैचिंग सेम होगा तो आपका प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल परफेक्ट. अगर आपने 50-50 कर लेते हो तो प्रॉब्लम क्या होगा सर? 50-50 में आपका दिक्कत ये आएगा, उसमें आपका पूरा प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल सही नहीं आएगा. बिकॉज it's already 50%. You are taking another 50% available. 50% में तो डेटा आ ही जाएगा. बट आप लेस डेटा लेके ट्राई करके देखिए. लेस डेटा लेके ट्राई करके देखिए. जो लार्ज नंबर ऑफ डेटा आपके पास में बचे, उसके साथ में टैली सही हो रहा है या नहीं. बाल्क डेटा में तो रिजल्ट सही आएगा सर. इसमें कोई गारंटी तो कोई भी दे सकता है. बट अगर आप स्मॉल डेटा, इट्स अ चंक ऑफ डेटा, means from a 100% of data we are taking 29% of data. Now try to tally with available 71% of data. So this is my test size. What about my test size? 0.29. That means my 29% of data. Place a comma and type random underscore state. What is the meaning of the random state? 101. It can explain what is the meaning of the 101. Suitable for the machine learning. So what about the benefit of the random state? You have started generating, but इसके बाद में आपको क्या करना है सर? आपका तो पूरा हो गया सर. टेस्टिंग डेटा भी रेडी, ट्रेनिंग डेटा सेट भी रेडी. नाउ वी हैव टू क्रिएट द लीनियर मॉडल. आपको लग रहा है सर मैथमेटिक्स में जो हमने लीनियर मॉडल किया था, टू मच लेंथी प्रोसेस. बट फॉर द मशीन लर्निंग अप्रोच यूजिंग द पाइथन लाइब्रेरी, यू कैन व्हाट इज द प्रोसेस सर? यू हैव टू टेक फ्रॉम sklearn, then import linear underscore model. So just you can type linear model. Just you call the linear model, nothing else. There is no complexity. There is no different. So my linear model options is imported. So linear model, you can take this linear model. Sorry, linear regression model is a part of the linear model. Fine. So how to execute this one with the next line? Just take a, let's create an instance for the linear model. So let's create an instance for linear model. So how to work with the linear model? That is very easy. So just take a variable name. For the linear model, I am taking variable name L. L stands for the linear model. You can take test, sample, whatever, as per your choice. Linear underscore model, just to import it in line number 26. Then dot linear regression. So try this one. My linear regression model is creations. Now ये जो बीच से जो आपने डेटा उठा लिया सर, ये जो बीच से जो डेटा उठा लिया फॉर द टेस्टिंग पर्पस, फॉर द एक्स टेस्ट एंड वाई टेस्ट, फॉर द थिंक अबाउट लॉजिकली, आपके पास में एक 500 कॉलम का एक्सेल फाइल है. उसका बीच में आपने 2-3 रो का डेटा को डिलीट कर दिया है. तो आपका डेटा कैसे लगेगा दिखने में? बीच में जो आपका गैप दिखेगा, वो गैप तो आपको अच्छा नहीं लगेगा सर. तो आपको क्या करना है सर? एक रो सबको ऊपर शिफ्ट करवाना है. Sir, already you created na. For the X train, we have not created anything. We have created data for the X test. अगर X train and X test में जो डेटा को डिवाइड किया था, जो मेन डेटा है, टेस्टिंग जो मेरा 506 जो रोज था, उसमें से 0.29 मींस आपका 29% डेटा उठा लिया, तो आपका बचेगा कितना X टेस्ट में? 71%. तो 71% ही वहां पे दिख रहा है सर. तो वही क्राइटेरिया, और कुछ क्राइटेरिया नहीं है सर. आप अगर चाहो तो कम डेटा से भी कर सकते हो सर. 20% भी डेटा लग सकता हो. So this is the random values, na? टेकिंग द वैल्यू रैंडमली, इसीलिए तो हमने रैंडम लिखा 101 सर। फॉर रैंडम, अगर आपने रैंडम लिखोगे तो ऊपर से दिखेगा आपका 147 रोज, बट वो लेके तो फायदा होगा नहीं आपका, क्योंकि वो तो ऊपर पीछे 506 रोज, और ये आपको समझ में आएगा। अगर आपने आपके पास में अगर 506 रोज है, उसमें से आप क्या करोगे सर, उसमें से अगर 29% डेटा को, आपके पास में नॉर्मल एक्सेल फाइल है, वो एक्सेल फाइल से बीच बीच में आपने कुछ डेटा को डिलीट कर दिया, तो आपको करना क्या है सर, वो बताइए सर। बीच बीच में जो आपने डेटा उठा लिया, आपको तो उसका एडजस्ट करना है ना, वही तो होता है। अगर हम लोग कोई एक्सेल फाइल में कुछ काम कर रहे हैं, अगर कुछ पर्टिकुलर रो को एडिट करता है, मान लीजिए पूरा रो को हमने डिलीट कर दिया, तो पूरा तो गैप रहेगा, तो गैप को क्या करना है, एक लाइन ऊपर में शिफ्ट करना है। तो यहाँ पे तो रैंडम है ना, जैसे आपका वैल्यू देखो ना 133 देन 251, आप कितना देखो, कौन सा वैल्यू को उठा लिया तो पता नहीं है, तो रैंडम है, तो हम लोग एक काम करते हैं, इट्स अ वेरी इजी वे सर। सो लेट्स ट्राई 11.fit, जो डेटा का गैप हुआ था ना, उसको थोड़ा सा फिलअप कर देते फॉर द x अंडरस्कोर ट्रेन कॉमा y अंडरस्कोर ट्रेन, क्योंकि टेस्ट तो रेडी है सर। तो नाउ ट्राई टू एग्जीक्यूट द कोड। ग्रेट सर, अगर आपने ये इतना ही पावरफुल है, अगर आपने उनको बोलोगे चलो सर हमें बना दो ये नॉर्मल, जो मेरा जो प्रीवियस डेटा सेट है, वो डेटा सेट को थोड़ा सा चेंज कर दो, क्योंकि जो गैप बीच में हुआ था सर, वो गैप को फिलअप करना है। तो गैप कैसे फिलअप होगा, दिस इज द वे, दिस वे इज नोन एज द lm.fit। तो मुझे डेटा सेट जैसा दिखना था ऐसा बना दो बस। सो इट्स क्रिएटेड दिस वन। सो इज देयर एनी डाउट सर, एनी डाउट? बट no sir, fine. So now, after execution of the steps, what you have to do, sir? You have to find out the intercept positions. आपका जो x है और आपका जो y है, अगर आप उसको ग्राफ में प्लॉट करोगे तो आपको क्या आएगा सर? कुछ ना कुछ तो प्रेडिक्शंस में तो आपका इंटरसेप्ट पोजीशंस होगा ही। अगर आपने नॉर्मल ग्राफ देखोगे, चलो आई एम शेयरिंग द ग्राफ फर्स्ट, लेट्स क्रिएट अ ग्राफ। फाइन, सो लेट्स क्रिएट अ ग्राफ फर्स्ट। So just I am taking a graph here. Just I am taking normal graph. This one, this one. आप जितना लोगे सर, आपका एक ना एक इंटरसेप्ट पोजीशन आएगा ही आएगा ना। तो एक्स एक्सिस एंड वाई एक्सिस का एक इंटरसेप्ट पोजीशन आना ही है। सो फॉर द मशीन लर्निंग व्हाट यू हैव टू डू सर, यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट द इंटरसेप्ट वैल्यूज, otherwise you cannot find the respective solutions. So how to find this particular solutions here? To find the solutions, what you have to learn, sir, you have to move to practical sections once again. This intercept positions calculations was very difficult in our class 12 math, but in Python it can be done quite easily. So just type print lm dot intercept. Anyone can explain? Underscore sign behind the intercept meaning? कोई बताओ sir? Anyone sir? Just you explain me why the intercept positions. Now you're working with the 29% of data. End of the session, if you try with 30% of data, so intercept position will vary. It's not fixed. Two, for the non-continuous spectrum, for the intercept values, it's not fixed. For the constant, like pi. Pi means kitna hai sir? 3.14. So this is a fixed. But in this particular case, there is no asset intercept value. So you have to put the underscore because it's a non-continuous spectrum. So now try to execute the code first. So this is my intercept point. Now, what you have to do, sir? After executions of the intercept, what you have to learn, sir? You have to move towards a coefficient. Coefficient is a very effective part. Means number of points. If you think about mathematical coefficient values. What is the coefficient? Please explain me, anyone. What are the coefficient values? For the mathematical approach, suppose find out the coefficient, number of coefficient. But to find out this coefficient, anyone can say the coefficient, but using Python you can find out the coefficient quite easily, like lm.coef. It will provide you the coefficient values. So all these are the key factors, means all these are the available points. Already I find out the coefficient values for the each features. आपने जितना फीचर लिया था जैसे क्राइम एंड ऑल, तो पूरा डेटा का एक ना एक तो कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट होगा ना, तो वही है आपका पूरा कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट. Got it, sir? Anyone any doubt, sir? No. Fine. So after execution of the coefficient, let's check the x columns. आपका जो x axis है उसका columns कितना है सर? So this is my x columns. क्राइम तो एक एक का साथ में एक एक का कोएफिशिएंट मैचिंग करके देखिए. x क्राइम रेट का जितना वैल्यूज था 506 वैल्यूज था उसका कोएफिशिएंट पॉइंट है ये, क्योंकि क्राइम रेट क्यों माइनस में आ रहा है सर? क्राइम रेट इज शोइंग यू इज इन माइनस फॉर्म इज दैट डे बाय डे मार्केट में क्राइम रेट देखो डिक्रीज हो रहा है, इंक्रीज नहीं हो रहा सर. जो एरिया सही नहीं था वो एरिया भी आज का दिन में गुड यानी सुटेबल फॉर द स्टेबिलिटी. सो दिस इज अ गुड ऑप्शन. सो नाउ transfer all the coefficients in a structured way. मेरे पास pandas है already, so I am taking equal to with my coefficient pd dot data frame, then m dot coefficients. Let's check bracket. Already we have a bracket. Let's comma x underscore columns. And what about the columns, sir? Columns equal to, anyone can say, equal to inside the code coefficients. Coefficient. So let's execute the code. And what about the output? क्योंकि जब तक उसको प्रॉपर फ्रेमिंग नहीं होगा पूरा क्राइम रेट का कोएफिशिएंट है. नाउ इट्स अ सुटेबल सॉल्यूशंस. जितना था मुझे पूरा कोएफिशिएंट निकालना था उसी का सबका हिसाब से तो मेरा प्राइसिंग कैलकुलेट होगा, तो पूरा प्राइसिंग कैलकुलेट हो चुका है सर. सो हाउ टू क्रिएट द प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल सर? हाउ टू क्रिएट द प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल? प्रेडिक्शन मॉडल इज वेरी इजी सर. prediction from the model. ये जो पूरा ग्राफ आपने दिखा है जो स्ट्रक्चर फॉर यूजिंग द पैटर्न्स, तो this one is prediction. So how to create prediction model? So let's try predictions. This is the variable name equal to a dot predict for the x टेस्टिंग डेटा का एक मॉडल बनाना है क्योंकि ट्रेन डेटा में अवेलेबल है डेटा. सो लेट्स ट्राई. हो गया द प्रेडिक्शंस वेरी. नाउ इट्स टाइम टू प्लॉट ग्राफ्स. हाउ प्लॉट द ग्राफ्स? दैट इज वेरी इजी सर. तो पीएल प्लॉट. आई वुड लाइक टू प्लॉट द स्कैटर प्लॉट. देन वाइड द टेस्ट जिसमें हाथ नहीं लगाया था पैसा था. For predictions, now see the graph. This is the pricing for the pricing predictions for the newly created graph. अगर चाहो तो उसको चेंज भी कर सकते हो सर. चेंज के लिए आपको कौन सा में जाना है? You have to move towards the distributions plot. You know the process. पूरा जो ग्राफ है उसको थोड़ा सा चेक कर रहे हैं for the distribution analysis. You want to do the distribution process. So this is the safest option and please prepare the project. So this plot. This plot. It's a bracket. The T is y test. सर एक बार प्रेडिक्शंस का ग्राफ फॉलो करके देखते हैं प्रॉब्लम हो रहा है सर कोई बात नहीं सर आप उसको थोड़ा सा डिस्कॉर्ड में भी बना कर सर आपका हो जाएगा चलिए मैं आपको बना के दे रहा हूँ फिर भी छोटा डेटा normal graph for this one for the normal questions for the way it's a monotonic increasing as well as the dictations. But the challenge is different. Whatever calculations you are performing in the statistical approach, 100% prediction model not possible. There must be some error. Basically, in machine learning, three types of error are available. First one is the mean absolute error, then mean square error, then root mean square error. So let's try to find out the error. मॉडल दोगे तो error कितना तो error is the main part of the crucial part 100% predictions are not possible आपका डेटा 100% prediction not allowed 100% कभी अलाउ नहीं होगा सर पॉसिबल नहीं है तो थ्री टाइप्स ऑफ एरर फर्स्ट वन एमई second one is MSC and third one is RMSE. So what is the mean? ME stand for the mean absolute error, then mean square error, and this one is the root MSC. That is root mean square. तो ये आपको लग रहा है सर ये एरर निकालने में बहुत डिफिकल्टीज होगा. No, this can be done quite easily. How to create this problem, sir? ये जो प्रॉब्लम आपका आ रहा है आपने जो प्रेडिक्शंस बनाया सर आपको डिक्लेरेशंस देना है whether my data set is showing you the correct result or not. So how to create this? So let's try sir. Same applicable Bayesian learning model is available so from sklearn import matrices. Matrices. So matrices will help us to get the error. So how to create that? आपका एरर कितना मतलब सर ये आपको निकालना होगा सर वो थोड़ा सा आपको ये चैलेंजिंग है सर ये चैलेंजिंग नहीं है सर ये फ्रैक्शन में हो जाएगा देखिए how to create coding let's close the bracket then aim is first try to find aim first mean absolute error, then place a comma. What is the meaning? Matrices dot mean underscore absolute error. Then for the widest, आपने जो उसके साथ में काम किया है, widest comma prediction. So is it okay? So just make a copy of this line and paste it. Now to find out the MSC. So mean square error. Just अपनी ये क्वेश्चन को चेंज कर दीजिए सर. Mean square. So you have to find out this two. Great sir. This is the square values. It's perfect sir. Now one option was said. Sir, root square. Sir, root mean बताओगे सर. पूरा लाइन को कॉपी करके यहाँ पे पेस्ट कर दो. बस थोड़ा सा इसमें चेंज किया सर. रूट मीन्स ये जो रूट मीन आ रहा है, रूट मीन का मीनिंग क्या है सर? यू हैव टू कॉल योर न्यूमेरिकल पाइथन, बिकॉज numpy में था ना np.sqrt, तो यहाँ पे भी आपको वही करना है सर. कैसे करोगे सर? जस्ट ब्रैकेट दिया, क्योंकि रूट तो आपका अलाउ नहीं होगा, क्योंकि वो तो आपका न्यूमेरिकल का पार्ट है. मीन स्क्वायर और मीन एब्सोल्यूट और मीन स्क्वायर मीन एब्सोल्यूट स्क्वायर दोनों कैन बी सॉल्व, बट रूट मीन्स आपका स्क्वायर रूट. तो स्क्वायर रूट का मतलब क्या है? वो तो np.sqrt लिखना है. सो जस्ट यू चेंज दिस वन np.sqrt, then place a bracket, then mean square error. mean square error जितना सर उतना ही रहेगा, बट आपका एक छोटा सा ब्रैकेट सर यहाँ पे आपको ऐड करना है सर. ठीक है सर, क्योंकि रूट मीन स्क्वायर कैसे आएगा सर? रूट मीन मतलब क्या है? स्क्वायर रूट. तो स्क्वायर रूट के लिए आपने क्या लिखा था numpy में? np.sqrt. तो इसीलिए हम लोग यूज कर रहे हैं np.sqrt, देन मैट्रिसेस डॉट. स्क्वायर बनाएंगे तो क्या है? तो स्क्वायर रूट अगर कॉल कर लिया तो इट्स इक्विवेलेंट टू द मीन स्क्वायर, देन y test and the predictions. So now try to get out. Very easy, sir. Just type. So it's providing you the super answer. Anyone need doubt, sir? So this is your linear regression. Sorry, I forgot to write it online. The data you have to type this one, sir. From date time import date time, because Python has the separate modules for the date times. Now see, you are getting the output and just see the date. 13th of July कहाँ से शुरू हुआ था सर? 00 hours. That's why Python is defining the date. This is the default type. इसीलिए सर आपका 00 हो रहा है सर. इतने अगर आप कोई भी डेट देखोगे, डेट कितना बजे शुरू होता है सर? 00 hours. That's why it's showing you the 00 hours. 14 तक करोगे तो कितना बजे होगा सर? 00 hours ही तो शुरू होता है ना. तो Python is too much powerful because this particular library is ready to provide you the date and time support, because Python can read all the necessary things. Is there any doubt, sir? Even not only this, sir, if you wish, you can create the all the date time indexing also. That is the main challenge for the machine learning. ये date time का कुछ है नहीं, but सेल्स प्रेडिक्शंस करने जा रहा तो उसमें आपको लगेगा. जैसे देखो सर, हम लोग क्रिएट कर रहे हैं सर, numpy तो है ऑलरेडी. सो np डॉट array inside the bracket, then just take a year, that is 2020, then 07, and I'm taking 11, place comma, then I'm taking additional one 2020 07 12, and I'm taking additional one date, that is inside port 2020 07 13. And what about the data type, sir? If you type D type, which is the format, that is date time 64-bit format. So now try to execute the code. Just see, this is a day wise calculation, that's why 64-bit फॉर्मेट में आपको डेट आ रहा है. बट अगर आप तो पूरे लाइन को आवरली भी कर सकते हो. कैसे हो सकता है? So this is a time taking. If you can conduct one session for the time series, 3 days you can learn the time series analysis. And I am going to change this one for the 24 hours with some bracket of age. So let's try to close this one, sir. Sorry, sir. Yes, all these are the things are done. Great. Now, for the hourly predictions, just see every date starting with the timestamp 00. Got it, sir? इतना ही पावरफुल है सर. बट इसको थोड़ा सा चाहो तो आप मॉडिफाई भी कर सकते हो. कैसे इसका मॉडिफिकेशन होगा सर? इसका मॉडिफिकेशन भी अलाउड है सर. कैसे होगा सर? As you typing np dot arrange, then 2020, then I am taking 07 01, then place a comma, then again I am typing like 2020, then place a option, that is 07, and I'm typing from 1 to mode days 13, and I need 7 days time frame, that is 7 place comma, then d type equal to date time 64 with the option D. So D stands for the date wise analysis. Date wise analysis for the date types. So now try to execute. So it will be ready to provide you the date times index. Got it, sir? So now, sorry, this is the normal options. That's why it's unable to develop. So make it 50. Then you can see the 7 days time span. So it's a doing a कितना week fulfill हो रहा है सर? एक ही week fulfill हो रहा है. देखो सर 50 अभी तक आया नहीं सर. इसलिए आपको नहीं दिख रहा है यहाँ पे. Because it's connected. So this is too much powerful for the time series analysis. Similarly applicable. D stand for the day wise, and if you wish you can opt for the नंबर ऑफ थिंग. आप एक काम करते हो ना सर, इसको थोड़ा सा चेंज करके प्रीवियस मंथ का ट्राई करके देखते हैं. मेक इट 30. देखिए सर आ रहा है सर, क्योंकि इस महीने पे तो अभी तक आया ही नहीं सर. 30 कैसे दिखेगा सर? जो प्रीवियस ईयर है आप उसका कैलकुलेट कर सकते हो, क्योंकि 15 जुलाई तो आज का दिन में आया नहीं. सो दैट्स व्हाई इट्स नॉट प्रोवाइडिंग यू. सो दिस इज टू मच पावरफुल. दिस इज टू मच पावरफुल. सो अगर आप डे वाइज चाहिए, जैसे आपको ईयर दिखेगा ना सर. चलिए सर, आपको ईयर कैसे कैलकुलेट होगा? अगर आपको ईयर दिखना है सर, वो भी देखिए सर, np dot arrange, that is 2020. जैसे हम ले रहे हैं सर, कितना सर? चलिए सर 2020 सिंगल ईयर रखते हैं सर. पहले आपका 19 से स्टार्टिंग करते हैं. 18 से 18 प्लस कॉमा, देन यू कैन टेक इट 2019, सॉरी 15. ओके, देन आपको 5 ईयर दिखेगा वहां पे. तो प्रीवियस अलाउड है, प्रीवियस जो नहीं हो रहा. चलिए आपका सर डी टाइप इक्वल टू date time, then 64-bit format. And what about the output, sir? 64. Then for the y calculation, that is for the y axis. Sorry, this is for the year. Sorry, not axis. This is the year. And sorry, I forget to plot it. Okay, fine. This one. So let's try to get output for the 15, 19. देखो सर कितना होगा सर? 15, 16, 17, 18. So it can calculate automatically. So is there any doubt? This is a power applications for the time series processing. This is the main and this is very challenging part. So is there any doubts or anyone? So first I am going to share the